one and all. Myself, Agar Tripathi, Joint Editor, along with Om Singh, Associate Public Health Officer of IPMSBSF. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. With this belief, I would like to introduce Dr. Sudha Rathod ma'am. Dr. Sudha Rathod ma'am serves as the Principal of Oriental College of Pharmacy, holding an M.Pharm in Pharmaceutics and a PhD in Pharmaceutical Technology. She boasts an extensive 24-year teaching and 10-year research background. Dr. Rathod has guided 38 M.Pharm students and 2 PhD students, receiving accolades such as Junior Research Fellowship, Senior Research Fellowship, and the Best Alumni of the Year award. Her contributions extend to the publications of over 28 articles in diverse scientific journals, along with active participation in national and international poster presentations. Now we would like to begin with the interview.
As a pharmacy college principal with over a decade of experience, can you share the key principles that have guided your leadership and contributed to the success of the institution?
I am an academician first and researcher, so I have kept everything into the education, and in my tenure of say 25 plus years, I tried to give best of my knowledge and experience in the field of education of pharmacy. Having experience in industry of 5 years in research and PhD for 5 years experience, I was good enough in research activities also, and I could see the education through research. So whenever I used to teach students, I put them the angle of research, and hence when I joined this college in the year 2010, I started with M.Pharm courses. I brought 3 M.Pharm courses and 1 PhD course during my tenure. Also increase in intake, because economically also we want that our college should be good to spend money in so many other things.
That answer was definitely inspired many students. Thank you. Moving on to the next question. Your significant contribution to the pharmaceutical industry through multiple patents are impressive. How do this experience inform your leadership and influence the college research initiatives?
Right from the beginning, I understood that we are in Mumbai, and Mumbai is a place where you can get n numbers of chemicals within no time. So whenever I used to have a meeting with my colleagues and teachers, I used to tell them that we should go for a very good research, because things are easily available here. May it be academicians, may it be instruments, machineries, IITs, ICT Mumbai. So we should work with colleges of great importance, say IIT or NMI, this sort of colleges, and should have MOUs with them as far as research is concerned. Also, I used to think that India is known for its knowledge. So, Indian knowledge based medicines in the form of this is the knowledge we have adopted since last 10 years of our education. We should put our knowledge into getting the formulations of Ayurvedic medicines, which will definitely boost the market maybe globally. So this is my always the intention to work with the Ayurvedic drugs and should brought them in the formulation which is acceptable by the
Definitely reflects your experience. Moving on to the next question. Balancing administrative duties and a rich academic background can be challenging. How do you manage to stay actively involved in both day-to-day operations of the college and maintain your research endeavors?
good question. It was really difficult for me to have administration done, teaching and then research. But with time I understood that the time should be divided into two. first half should be utilized for my research students, their issues, and my patents, and the other half should be utilized for the administrative work, which was working well.
That answer was so informative for all of us. Moving on to the next question. What initiatives you have implemented to foster a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship within the pharmacy college? Given your own success in obtaining patents in the pharmaceutical industry.
See, I am a spiritual person and I look at everything in a broad angle. And seeing this broad vision, I understood that Indians have a great knowledge. They are very brainy people, and still patents are very less in our country as compared to US and UK. So I thought of having more and more patents with my students, and with I used to tell the same thing to my students and my other class students, that you should always go for innovation and then patents and then entrepreneurship, because entrepreneurship will only be giving you the best economy to the country.
Very rightly explained, ma'am, how technology is related to pharmaceutical industry. Moving on to the next question. With your diverse educational background, how do you encourage interdisciplinary collaboration among faculty members and students to enhance the overall learning experience?
Good thing. As you know that new education policy is going to implement it strictly from the 2024-25, and it is already implemented in many colleges. And this says that there should be multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary collaboration of the knowledge in courses. It is a very good welcome of the new education policy, which says that if you have diverse interest, say for example dancing or singing or computer knowledge or any other thing like sports in the college, and courses which are really required now, and courses which are really giving the jobs in the industries should be started.
Thank you, ma'am, for introducing us to the new education policy. Coming back to the role of principal, can you share a notable accomplishment or milestone during your tenure as the college principal that you believe has had a long-lasting impact on the institution and its students?
Yes, it was a very good experience of mine when we have started with 3 different PG courses in this college. And also I have seen that the education provided during PG courses is so good that every year we are getting toppers in the university constantly. And this shows that our PG courses are doing very well. And also I have seen that this college was actually started by a single person, Professor Javed Khan, who was ex-education minister. Having the college started by one person, and we are getting NIRF ranking. Our college was coming in the best 100 colleges of the country. So that given me a lot of backup that yes, I can do something. So, and these 100 colleges were not simple colleges. They were colleges run by big societies and very old societies, like 100 and 150 years old societies. So I have brought my college, I could make it stand in the line of those colleges which are run by the big societies and old societies.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your milestone. This will surely help us for our future. Moving on to the next question. Given the dynamic nature of the pharmaceutical field, how do you ensure that the college adapts to industry trends and provides students with the skill necessary for success in their careers?
Yes, I always think very deeply as far as these points you have shown, and understand that our student should know everything as far as academics is concerned and industries. They should not go here and there while completion of their degree or post graduation, and hence I used to call people from industry and take their visiting lectures. I have numbers of such persons every year on our board who are taking visiting lectures, experts lectures from industries, and I can see that I am not keeping any gap between the academics and the industry required by the industries.